talk endlessly, drowning the world in noise. They think their voices hold power, but they don't understand. True power doesn't need to announce itself. True power doesn't beg for attention. You don't need to shout to be heard. Your silence is a storm waiting to be unleashed. It shakes the ground without a single sound. It's a force they can feel, but can never grasp. They try to provoke you, to pull you into their chaos. But you stand unmoved, calm, a mountain against the storm. It's not weakness, it's mastery. You've learned that not every battle requires a sword. In your silence, there's a roar they'll never comprehend. It's the echo of all you've endured, all you've overcome. Every scar you carry tells a story, even when you don't speak. And those stories are etched into your very presence. People are terrified of what they can't understand. They fear the quiet strength that doesn't need validation. You've turned silence into an art, a weapon, a shield, because words can lie but presence cannot. Your silence commands respect before they even realize it. It's in the way you hold yourself, unshaken, unyielding. The way your gaze speaks volumes without uttering a word. It's in the way you move, like the predator they never saw coming. They'll gossip, they'll criticize, they'll try to pull you down. But their words are like whispers against a hurricane. You've already built your fortress, brick by brick. Every doubt they cast was just another stone in your wall. The loudest person in the room often has the least to say. But the one who listens, who observes, holds the true power. You are that person, the one who speaks only when necessary. And when you do, it silences every other voice. Your silence is not emptiness. It's a well of strength. It's the calm before the storm, the stillness before the strike. It's the pause that makes everyone hold their breath, because they know, deep down, that you're not to be underestimated. You've seen battles that left others broken. You've walked paths that most would fear to tread. And yet here you are, standing tall, unshattered, not because of what you've said, but because of what you've endured. They don't understand the price of your silence. It's forged in fire and pain and countless sleepless nights. It's the strength that comes from choosing patience over rage, from choosing to rise instead of retaliate. When you speak, it's like thunder cracking the sky. Your words carry weight because they're not wasted. Each one is deliberate, cutting, undeniable. And when you fall silent again, the echo lingers. They'll try to figure you out, but they'll fail. Because silence is a mystery they'll never solve. It's a mirror that forces them to see their own flaws. And that's why it scares them. It reveals their insecurities. You don't need to explain yourself to anyone. Your silence already speaks louder than their accusations. It tells them you're not here to play their games. It shows them that you're operating on a different level. You've mastered the art of restraint, of self-control, and that terrifies them more than any outburst ever could. Because while they waste energy on words, you conserve yours. While they argue, you plan your next move. In a world obsessed with noise, silence is revolutionary. It's a rebellion against the chaos, a declaration of strength. It's a reminder that power doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers, and that's enough. So let them talk. Let them fill the air with their chatter. You don't need their approval, their validation, their noise. Your silence is your signature, your power, your truth. And it will outlast every word they've ever spoken. When the noise dies down and the dust settles, you'll still be standing. Not not because of what you've said, but because of who you are. Your silence is your legacy, a force that leaves them speechless. It's the quiet strength that shapes worlds without ever making a sound. They'll fear you, respect you, and never forget you, not because you shouted the loudest, but because you didn't need to. Your silence will echo long after their words have faded. And in that echo lies your undeniable power.